Yo, what's up, guys? Juan Garcia for Ninja Pop News. As you guys know, E3 has already ended, and I'm pretty much still reeling from everything. All of us over at Ninja Pop News are basically just reeling as to what we saw with E3. I think the biggest, of course, the two biggest ones are the new consoles, the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. Also, another good thing is Ubisoft. Oh my god, Ubisoft is making some really, really good games. I mean, from the Tom Clancy series to Watch Dogs to the next Assassin's Creed. Well, I don't have that much faith in the next Assassin's Creed, let's face it. But I mean, they're really, really being consistent, which is like, holy shit. Um, First off, get into the consoles. Um, Am I shocked and surprised by any of the consoles? No. I mean, let's be honest. We knew Microsoft. I was shocked at the DRM with Microsoft. I kind of was hoping that neither console would take that up, but the way Microsoft has decided to go with it, I mean, they're being publisher friendly and not being consumer friendly, which is a huge fuck up. I mean, come on. We all knew this was going to happen when EA said they were going to end online passes. We already knew this. We knew this was going to happen. And then EA siding with Microsoft as hard as they are. When last generation they were siding more with Sony than anything else. Now do I think that now the incentives that they're giving for people to jump on Xbox, like exclusive content for FIFA, nobody gives a shit. I mean, I'm not going to say nobody gives a shit about FIFA because I kind of like FIFA. Nobody gives a shit about the content exclusive content that you're going to give to FIFA. I mean, first off, you're doing that to corner the European market. The European market is going to stay PlayStation. Japan is going to stay PlayStation. You haven't done anything to corner the world market, only the American market, which is going to make you fail in the long run. With Battlefield 4, man, that's the only downer that I'm seeing. Exclusive content stuff come first in Battlefield 4 besides PlayStation. But then again, it's only a week. I can wait a week, so that's really not affecting me. And to be honest with you, I'm debating on whether I'm going to make the decision whether to buy a game published by EA ever again. Because let's face it, EA is a very shitty company. I don't care what anyone says. No one's going to change my ideals as to how EA is. They've done way too much to their consumers, to the people who play their games, to get me to actually care about, hey, we got this new game coming out. Give us your money. No, you fucking billionaires who want to make more money off the guys who can barely afford the games that you're playing right now. It's not worth it. What else? I know a lot of people are upset about Metal Gear Solid 5 being on both platforms, being on the PlayStation 4 and on the Xbox One. Here's the thing, though. Here's where people need to get a grip. Okay, Square Enix, it's going to be multi-platform for Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15, which is supposed to be Versus 13. So I don't know how the fuck that's working out. But back to the task at hand. It doesn't matter whether it's coming onto the next console. I heard a lot of controversy over this when Final Fantasy 13 was going to be released on the Xbox 360. Square Enix has to make money. I mean, that's the only way I can put it. Konami and has to make money. Foxhound has to make money. These guys have got to make money in a specific way. And they can't just rely on the sales of one console anymore. It's not like it used to be on a PlayStation 2 where everyone in the world owned a PlayStation 2. And no console has actually gained ubiquity the way PlayStation has. So we might as well chuck exclusives like that going out the window. Now, the one thing you should be asking yourself is what console is it going to play better for? Is it going to play better for the Xbox One or is it going to be better for the PlayStation 4? That's what people should be looking at. That's what you guys as gamers should be looking at. Let's look at and personally, I think it's going to play better on the PlayStation 4. I mean, come on. You have to be signed in. You have to be signed on to play a single player game. Final Fantasy 13 is not going to have a single player. Kingdom Hearts 3 is not going to have a single player. The next Elder Scrolls game is not going to be single player. I mean, it's not going to have a multiplayer. Sorry for that one. But, I mean, come on. Get a grip, guys. It doesn't matter. Halo 5. Yay! Halo 5 is coming out, and apparently it's got Master Chief in a Jedi robe. Why the fuck does Master Chief need a Jedi robe? He's in a suit of armor that can keep him warm or cool. It doesn't matter. When I saw the trailer, I just thought to myself, really? They're gonna go this route? They're gonna go this Lone Ranger route? I mean, I'm sorry, but I just can't get into. I'm done. I think I'm done with Halo. Halo 4 was the last good Halo I think I'm gonna play, and I'm done. But moving on, Ted Price's new game. Wow, I mean, Ted Price making the move from Sony to Microsoft, to me, is a very big thing, because I sort of had a love-hate relationship with Ted Price in my more immature days of gaming, where he was making because he was deciding to come out with that new game Overture, whatever it's called, that just came out, that actually kind of sucks because it's in development hell for so long. That he was coming out with a multi-platform game with this company. Man, what can I say? To be totally honest with you, I'm not really impressed by his new game. It's just a bunch of hipsters shooting record discs at bad guys. That doesn't seem fun. I mean, it doesn't capture me the way Knack did. When I saw Knack, I was like, oh, okay, they're capturing a child audience, so that's pretty cool. I don't know. I mean, when it comes to Xbox, Microsoft's decisions, I just don't think that they've made the right decisions for them to be number one. Okay, off that topic for Microsoft for right now. Now moving on to PlayStation. Oh man, PlayStation, you know that thing where a guy's down and you just continuously kick him? That's kind of what PlayStation did. Sony did. Oh my god, I mean, am I very happy that it's going to be no online, that you can sign off and play your games? That's something that matters a lot. Especially to a household that really doesn't have internet. That's absolutely fantastic. Let's go to the games. I mean, when they say that they have over 140 games, Sony has over 140 games. I mean, and that's not tacking on the PlayStation Classics, the PlayStation 2 Classics. It's going to be a fiasco of beautiful games that's going to come out. Some of them not so good, some of them critically acclaimed, and that's beautiful. Man, now a lot of critics are saying, Killzone, Mercenary, Killzone 4. I personally love the Killzone series. I played it for a very long time. I got into it late with Killzone 3, but that multiplayer is fantastic. And I kind of like the storyline. It's got that, Russia versus the world thing, with the Hellgas. I kind of like that idea for the storyline, and I like Guerrilla Games. So, yeah, I'm going to be getting the next Killzone, and you guys will be playing with me, and I will be murdering you guys because I'm Keanu Reeves. But other than that, I mean, Knack looks absolutely fantastic. It looks like it's going to be a fun child's game to play. What's that next game that they're coming out with by Quantic Theory, Quantic Dream? Man, I forget the name of the game. It's the one with Juno in the game. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that game looks like it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Beyond Two Souls, that's the name of it. Beyond Two Souls looks like it's going to be absolutely fantastic with Willem Dafoe. William, how do you pronounce his name? I don't know. But yeah, that looks like it's going to be a very, very good game. Man, I'm sort of shocked about what they did with the Vita. You didn't have that much press play with the Vita, which I think was just, it kind of sucks. I mean, let's face it, the Vita has had a very tough time, has had a tough year, and the Vita needs something to pick itself up. And let's face it, they're not doing anything that's pretty cool. Now, do I like the fact that they're doing remote play where you can play all PlayStation 4 games on a PlayStation Vita? I think that's very good. But I also think it should be in reverse, where you can play PlayStation Vita games on a PlayStation 4. That also would be absolutely fantastic. Sony, get on it. But, I mean, I'm going to buy a PlayStation 4 when it comes out, but it's not necessarily sure if I'm going to buy an Xbox One. Why? I still reel on that name. Why is it called the Xbox One? You've already had a first iteration of the Xbox. Why come out with an Xbox One? See, the names like 720 and Durango made more sense now. I mean, Durango, as stupid as it sounds, it's that wild, wild west one that's going to go to fight with all the other councils of the world, and you just don't know what's going to end up happening. Why am I doing this in a British accent? I don't know. It just sounds absolutely fantastic. But yeah, when we get down to the nitty-gritty and the basics, Microsoft is going to end up losing a lot of fan base. And Sony is going to pick up that fan base, and it looks like Sony's going to be picking up the ball. Now, this to say, with both consoles, I am a little bit ashamed to see that there's not that many exclusives coming out on launch day. But let's face it, it's launch day, so we're gonna see maybe 2 or 3 per game per company, and then we're gonna get a good amount of exclusives that are gonna work differently on each console. Because from what I'm hearing, the PlayStation 4 is gonna run at a 40% higher capacity than the Xbox One. So when we play, let's say, Call of Duty, the next Call of Duty, which I think I am going to pick up because it looks pretty cool. This will be my first Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 3. When we play the next Call of Duty, it's going to look seemingly different from Xbox One to the PlayStation 4. And also, one more thing before I leave that I just want to bring up. Microsoft has been saying the reason why they're using an online DRM is because they can stream you better graphics onto the console. I want to know how 50,000 or 500,000 servers, how many servers they're talking about, is going to make my graphics look better. That's not going to make anything look better. It's just going to hold you off. It's just going to hold you better for it just holds better for cloud storage and multiplayer. And just one more thing I want to bring up. You guys are going to have a console that's going to be online 24/7. I spend $500 on your console, an extra $60 for your controller, $60 on the games that's going to come for it. I'm not going to be able to play any of those unless I hook up to the internet. That's absolutely horrible and devastating to your community. Are you serious? Stop siding with the publishers, the ones who aren't really making you money, and side with the people that are actually making you the money. All right? I.e. me, that poor college student who's doing a vlog about video games, or that one guy who works at McDonald's who's literally spending half of his paycheck to buy one of your shitty games. That's pretty much what I have to say. Oh, and one more point. I'm sorry, guys, but you mean to tell me that I still, after everything that you guys have said, I still have to pay $60 a year to watch Netflix on my Xbox One? Come on, guys. I mean, it's like you're not even trying. You're not even trying to get my attention on your console or anyone else's attention on your console. I hope within the next 6 months to year and a half, you guys really sit back and say, hey, we need to change this. And that you guys change this. Man, I mean, and with Sony, I know Sony's going to start charging for multiplayer, but let's face it, PlayStation Plus was the tester to see if it would work. Had you guys not have signed on for PlayStation Plus, you wouldn't have to pay for this. But let's face it, PlayStation Plus is awesome. $60 a month, you get free games, and it's literally uploaded free games every month. That's absolutely fantastic. and they're $5 and it's $5 a month, and it's locked for the multiplayer only. So let's say you don't pay the $5, you don't have $5 a month, you just can't play Call of Duty's multiplayer. I mean, come on. I mean, does that really matter that much to you? I mean, I can deal with that for a while. And you can sign off to play, and I can sign off when I want to play Kingdom Hearts 3, which I'm really looking forward to. That $5 a month is going to help your security. It's going to help everything. And your Netflix or all your other apps aren't going to be locked to it. So that's just to me, that's a big nail in the coffin for Xbox One. Not saying that they're not going to have good sales. They're going to have slightly decent sales. But yeah, we'll see what happens November, December. I'm Juan Garcia, Airmax 77. Remember, you're not having fun if you don't have a controller.